Hello and welcome to our latest Gemini Rogues video. It's a new project. It is the DW2, which leads to the E100. So this is technically the path to the E100, but let's call it the grind, because no one really likes grinding. We all like free XP. Go on then, Killer 05.
Well, basically what we're doing here is we're going to go all the way through. We're going to teach you techniques to play this line. We chose this line because it's the most common one. It's got the tiger in it, so it's pretty much the first line everybody goes down with. You did it. You went down this line first, didn't
I think everyone goes down the tiger line.
So here we are, straight into his first match. We're in a stock DW2.
Stop.
Now you're going to see in a minute, it's on my account, so I've already grounded this line out. I've had to go back and we've rebought the tank and we're going to replay it, but it is stock. Tier 4, you see here we've got tier 4, but it's a tier 5 match, because normally in your first game you get a guaranteed tier 4 game.
Okay.
But because this is not new, if you know what I mean, I've rebought it, we're not going to get that privilege.
Okay,
so you can see straight away it's pretty slow, the DW2. This tank, as a general rule, is not blessed with great amounts of anything really, and especially stock. So stock, you get something called the 7.5cm gun. Now this gun, I'm going to tell you, its standard AP penetration in there is 43. But does give you a nice 110 damage if you can get it in, which is not very often. So you also rely on firing its premium ammo quite a lot, and you don't tend to have a lot of silver when you first start the game, so it's not really an option. But if you do, it fires heat secondary ammo.
It's not very fast, is it?
No, not at all. It does get better, but this is stock, like we said.
Oh yeah.
So heat rounds give you 87mm penetration, which gives you the same 110 damage, and then the HE rounds that give you 38 penetration and 175 damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about the differences between the two later on, but for now I'm just going to mention it as a stock. 398 brake horsepower engine, not really pushing you that far through the game, is it really?
Heavy tank as well.
Yeah, it's struggling. At 390, so 250 brake horsepower engine, it's got 398 points. Getting them mixed up there. With this gun you get 8 degrees of gun depression, that does improve. Power to weight ratio is 8.35.
You can see it there, can't you?
As we're trying to get up this hill, you can see that.
Right, slow model, look at that.
You're going to have to get used to a whole different playstyle when you come across a heavy tank.
Someone just killed himself.
Yeah, to what you're used to. Because this is the first heavy that people generally, when I were playing the game, would see. I mean, there's more at tier 4 now. This does get preferential matchmaking to tier 5, which helps a lot. Yeah, it needs it. It can't really get by without it. So, play style, I'm going to talk about it now because you're going to want to know it. Don't get too hung up about using this gun.
Why?
It's not that much to get it upgraded, basically. First game was test the water, see how this gun fires.
What it does.
You notice I've got an HE round loaded it. That's an HE round, so I'm going to struggle to pen that. I mean, it's a ripper. It's got quite. I mean, siders on. We could probably have tried an APCR. I'm just still trying to figure out the trajectory of each shell.
Okay.
Yeah, right. We got to grips with it now. I'll just damage these tracks once. Can we take them tracks off? Try and get some tracking damage. I think better. Let's try and get a shot.
Something closer, man.
Nice weak turret on the Panzer 4H. Bosh, 111. We finished him off.
Why are you actually aiming for the turret?
Yeah, I wanted him. It's on the weakest part of him. We know with the Ram Panzers, you aim for turret, weakest part. We're doing it again there.
Are you sure? It didn't look like you were aiming for him.
It's the only thing I could see. Blind shot. I mean, look at the shell velocity. It's not great on a DW2.
That's shocking. I don't like it.
Again, you can see there that backing up's a problem. So manoeuvrability is a problem in this tank. So it's easily flanked.
It's definitely a grind.
And here we go again. We get spotted quite easily as well. Fire a shot in there. We didn't lead it enough. We're still getting gold. Yeah, we're going to try some of these heat rounds. I want to use as much of the ammunition as I can possibly use to show everybody. We're only doing one game of each one at this stage.
Yeah.
You can see these shots are going in. That 87 penetration is going in, but
he has some nice damage actually.
Yeah, I mean 110 is not to be sniffed at. Finished him off there. Nice shot there. Move on. What can we get here? We've got a nice T28, nice soft. We'll switch back to his AP shells. We don't need them heat shells anymore. 43.
Using building.
Chance it could hit a rivet, you know what I mean? There's a chance it might not go through, but 43 is a chance it could. So I'm just basically trying to show every kind of ammunition we've got here at this point.
Okay.
As a general game thing here, we're pretty much trying to. We've got a lot of support here as well.
Yeah.
We don't want to get singled out in a DW2.
No.
It's not. It's practically find yourself a corner, find yourself a rock.
Yeah.
Don't be the focal point of the attack, and just pick off what you can.
What's if you're in a tier 3 game?
Still, you can get flanked. Look at the manoeuvrability. You're not going to struggle to get around you. But another little good thing of the DW2 is it's 50mm armour all the way round.
Good armour.
So, you go for it. What's best tactic for angling this?
Diamond angling.
Diamond angling. It's a diamond angling tank.
Got
so
it
you
right.
can point your front corners, your rear corners, they're all the same.
Not 45 degrees then?
No, straight at it. Literally, as we're poking
Diamond
ourselves at that
angling.
Churchill there, that's the kind of angle you want. Probably a little bit showing too much side, but your side's got your tracks on, so sometimes it's beneficial to show a bit more side.
He's not diamond angling, is he?
His side is on. We can see that. There, we'll try a little bit of read.
Yeah,
it goes in, yeah. See what I mean about the premium?
Yeah.
You're heavily reliant on premium in a DW2. 43 of penetration. We're talking most tanks get that for HE rounds. You've got it for AP. But like I said again, don't get too hung up on it, because it's not a very big grind to get.
No, it's
the
not
top
massive,
gun.
is it?
Not at all.
I do remember playing this. I didn't use any premium rounds at all.
Did you die a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So it's not great. This gun, 14.63 rounds per minute. We're a 0.55 dispersion. You can see that there. It blooms out a fair bit. 2.3 second aim time as well. Gives you a DPM of 1,540, which sounds pretty good, but the chances of you getting every single one of them shots in a minute to penetrate is pretty slim.
Saying that, I used to go down the middle on Provoker, so that didn't help either.
No. Well, this is what we're trying to do this video for, because this is kind of the first tier 4 tank most people get.
Yeah.
It's kind of an introduction to heavy tanks.
Yeah,
An introduction to it. It's not bad
Yeah.
for learning tactics. We all know the VK at tier 5, another diamond angling tank, where you point your corner. So it's a good learner for what you've got coming up at tier 5.
That's good then, actually.
But we can see here, we're not trying to get involved in the fight. We ain't got the gun, we haven't got the armour to get involved, especially in a tier 5 match like we're in now. That Churchill, that 8 degrees of gun depression is just not quite going to work in his favour here on this hill. It's not great.
Don't forget a Panzer 38 NA or even a 38 would rinse one.
Yeah, pretty much. You're going to get a lot of tier 4
4.
tanks. I mean, if you come toe to toe with Matilda,
yeah, you're
doing nothing to him and he's going to kill you. Basically, that's how poor this tank is. Even the HMC, we're seeing the medium tank was being introduced into that just rinsed straight through it. I mean, you pen it easy because it ain't got much armour, but if he's using it right, he's popping in and out, you're not even going to be able to get him.
No.
He's just going to rip you to pieces. So it's not a great tank, the DW2, but I find it is quite essential for learning heavy tank style tactics.
I find that most people that play it say they don't have good memories of it.
No, it's not. I mean, it's the Durchbrüchwagen, that's its proper name, but in the game it's affectionately known as the douchebag wagon. You'll hear that used a lot. I mean, the tank never really developed. It was developed by the Enschel and Son design from 1938, but it was cancelled in favour of the VK 30.001.
Okay, see what?
I mean, they still use it up to 1941 in kind of trials and stuff like that, but it never saw active service, anything like that. But getting back to game, went a bit off track there.
Yeah.
The play style, we mentioned it there before. Find yourself a corner, find a bit where you can take a shot. If you can't pen it, fall back. Because if we'd have been out and open that Churchill, we're done.
Yeah, definitely.
And like you've just said, it's surprising how many tanks can rinse a DW2 without being able to have any kind of response to it. Which is like, I mean, even like if a little light tank gets around you now, the aim time, the accuracy, you'd struggle to hit it. You won't struggle to pen it, but you'd struggle to hit it.
Can you pen the cupola? Because I noticed on the on the armour profile, the cupola's quite heavily
There's not
armoured.
a general amount of armour on the tank to need to find a weak spot, to be fair. But yeah, if you want to try and, if you're struggling to pen it, if you're in a lower tier 2/tier 3 tank, you come across it with equally poor penetration, yeah, the cupola's your best chance of penning it.
Okay.
Other than that, just get around it, keep getting around it, avoid his gun, basically, because he's not fast. Yeah, he's not fast, it's just, we can see here, we're trying to get back to this cap, and I mean, it's 35 km/h top speed, and that even when it's upgraded, so it's never going to get any quicker.
Okay, so
it gets more engine, but it doesn't get any faster. The top speed stays the same, but you do get a little slight improvement on your power to weight ratio. You can see there, not a great game, but we did a best tier 5 game as stock. We've got 9 shots in, 848 damage. Didn't do bad for a tier 4 and a tier 5 game, for a second on leaderboard. And that XP we're going to talk about in a second. We're going to show you the packages you get. And what they kind of entail and if they're worth buying. Because some of them, there ain't much difference. I mean, there's only 2 guns you can run on a DW2.
Okay.
You've got the 7.5cm and you've got the 5cm. You'd think the 7.5 would be better, but it isn't. The 5cm is. The 5cm is a little bit longer, and we're going to talk about that in his next video, but we're going to run through them packages first. And say what it is and why it is.
Okay.
So we can see it, DW2, straight to packages. I mean, I've already opened them up, which is a bit of a bit of an issue for me, but we've looked at yours, haven't we, and we've figured out what we've got. I mean, your first one there, you see the DW2 Verschwagen thing. We're going to talk about it in a minute. I've gone straight to the final upgrade.
Okay.
Pick that. You see it loading a couple of premium rounds in there because we're going to struggle still with his penetration. Not too many. I mean, look at the
quite
loadout.
Expensive,
you can fit a fair amount of loadout in there. But it goes back to 10 packages. Here's that DW2. The first one, it's about 1,910 XP just to open it up. Your gun stop's the same. It's not a great deal of change. So do we really need to spend silver to buy that package?
I'll just unlock it, move it along.
Undo that package. All it gets is a slightly improved radio. This one improves your tracks and your radio, like 710 meter signal range. That's an increase. I mean, the 700 meter signal range has gone up a fair bit from 310 that it was stock. Now we've got the package here, the big gun, the 5 centimeter gun. I say the big gun. It's a slight improvement. You see that the penetration's vastly improved. Still not great. 67, 70 damage, but a fantastic APCR of 130 penetration, which really does make a difference. We see that tank here now. You talked about it before. Engines at back, not really got to defend it. Sometimes it gets taken out. Not really that important, really.
Can it set on fire?
It's 20% fire risk weight, so kind of isn't it in. You know what I mean?
Whatever.
Train resistance is pretty low on the tank, so it don't really make much difference there. Reload turret, you mentioned it there. The armour is exactly the same as the old. We're going to come on to the ammunition now. That's kind of important because we've gone from using heaters as secondary ammunition to APCR, so things have changed there. You ain't got to worry about getting absorbed by tracks and spaced armour. Not that it would mostly anyway.
Nice crew, man. Look at that crew.
Yeah, pretty skilled crew, innit? But basically, and there's there it goes. That Cupola's pretty small. You try it now.
Yeah, it is small actually.
But you can see the armour. There's no general weak spots. It's all there. It's all the same thickness. The only problem with it is it's flat. It is flat, so it's 50 mil, but it's flat. If only you had to angle it slightly, it'd be pretty much changed.
Can you not turn that tank any slower, man?
Spin it around like a top. You've got to look at it from every angle.
That's quickly.
So now we've managed to upgrade it. You can see the Cupola's reduced in size.
Of course,
Things have changed.
Same
armour, but now we've got 448 points. An extra 50. We've also gained an extra 2 degrees of gun depression. 2 degrees of gun depression gains, and we've extra 50 brake horsepower engine, which has given us 9.97 power to weight ratio now, up from 8.35. So it's slightly quicker up hills.
Not more.
There's not much difference. The major one is the signal range. We've gone from 310 metre to 710. It's over doubled. So there's a big difference there.
I would say, as a silver saver, just don't buy the upgrades. Just buy the
upgrades. On DW2, I'd open them up, but don't buy them until you get to the last one, because it's not worth it. You're just wasting silver. I mean, you're going to buy them anyway with the final upgrade, so it's either or. But don't waste it. Just buy it as one.
Definitely.
Open it up. I mean, looking at the tech tree, we saw it there. You don't have to buy the final package to open the next tank up, but it's 13,000 XP. Well, 13,600 to open up the VK 30.01H at tier 5. It's a lot easier with this gun than it is with the previous one. A lot easier.
Not kidding.
I mean, we can see here we're coming into Ruenberg. Let's see what matchmaker we can get on this game. That gun changes a lot of things around how you play this tank. You can get a little bit more punchy.
What about kitment?
Equipment, I won't bother. Not at tier 4.
Any?
No, I don't. I've not nothing on this tank.
No binos or camera?
No, nothing. It's not worth it. You're not in it long enough. It cost you too much.
But they're free to take off.
If anyone's got 500,000 silver spare at tier 4, feel free to put yourself a pair of binos and a camera net on.
No.
But general rule is you've not earned that much silver by this point to start throwing equipment about. Even I have got the silver spare, but I'd still not think it's worth it. It's a tier 4.
Optics?
It's tier 4 tank.
What rammer?
Everyone's running around like an headless chicken, in the face, gallivanting everywhere. It's not a problem spotting people. There's no tactical battles going to be had at tier 4. No one's going to be holding a ridgeline at back at map, poking up, cresting. Someone's just going to drive at him at 100 mile an hour. He's not going to be able to hit him, and they're going to get into some kind of dogfight.
I do remember driving aimlessly around when I was in my DW2.
So, this gun, the 5 centimetre, we've got vast improvements. Fire rate, 25 rounds per minute, over 10 increase.
That's good, actually.
Yeah, fantastic. 0.39 dispersion, so it's more accurate as well. 2.2 aim time, so we've gained 0.1 on the aim time. We've also gained nearly 250 on the DPM, up to 1,750, and you can see that power to weight ratio makes this top speed easily achievable quicker with the improved brake horsepower we've got on the engine. We've got an extra 50 more at to play with, and we've found what we were looking for. Nice little bit of rock. Let's see what this gun can do. We bounce straight off that ground. We're sticking with his AP. Think about top. Think, no, we're not having any luck there. One should have got in before where we aimed it. I thought it should have got in, so snap the shot off there. And we're just going to try and use this little bit of mound here. Pop. Take a shot. Nice. Don't sit there with drop shot by. Fire a bit round. Keep an eye on this guy here. We're not going to push it.
No.
Many people think, I've got an heavy tank, I've got all this armour, I'm just going to plough out there. No, hold your position, fight from your position. We're not going to pen this guy, he's got a fair bit of armour. Try and track him there, but I don't really got a rinse by him.
I think I should have watched this video a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and we switched to see, we've got that APCR rounds going.
Yeah, that's well going,
we've probably got them in with the standard AP till now, he's 10-sided on, but we've got them loaded. I'm not going to start messing about
wasting time
at that point. I still can't push around this corner. That Grant's got a fairly formidable gun on it. He's not going to struggle to put big holes inside of me pretty quickly. So, using this little bit of rock, you see this mound, rock, whatever you want to call it there, and here we go, we're going to sink, he's hit the bank, he's using auto aim, he's just going to keep trying to hit me centre mass, there you go again, we'll just keep rinsing, there's that fire rate. DW2, don't dismiss it, got a pretty formidable gun if he's got this top package on. Probably not the most accurate, as we're going to see in a minute. So we're still using this, we're still a bit cautious. We're still not sure what's come out, and that's why that guy's just sat there and he's just waiting for us. He's frontally onto us now. You saw that the cursor was orange over the top of him.
Side onto him now, man.
Well,
what's that?
He's got a fair bit of armour on that thing. Is it a D1?
Can't see.
Can't tell what it is now. Didn't really need that APCR round in there again. I'm not really getting him in. Switchback, we don't really need him. T28 F30, I just can't hit it.
He's in between the mounds, man. I'm not surprised you can't hit it.
We move on up, that guy's still up to his right hand side. He's pulling back.
Can you side scrape in this?
You can, tracks are there, but it's diamond angling anyway, so you can pretty much not really gaining anything.
Oh, you've lost so much
ammo track's gone there, pop, tracked him, you can see that fire rate, you can see a tier 3 tank's not going to struggle to pen you. We're a little bit over angled there, trying to keep the front to everything over this left hand side. More little bits of rubble.
Tier 3s, man, you should be runting through them.
That guy's still got a fair bit of armour on that though.
Yeah, I'm not sure, I still didn't see what it was. So what are you doing now then? You just going for
I'm just going to try and back up all
getting in the battle.
Again, you can see I'm keeping my distance.
Oh, I thought you were heading towards
him. No, I'm keeping my distance at this moment. I'm trying to get this guy out of the way. That's why I'm loading my APCR back up. If once I've got rid of him, I should be fine. Can we get one into him? Bop, nice little cheek. Fired one into his cheek. Switch back straight to his AP rounds. Straight on again. Move on up. Next bit of rubble. Next bit of cover. He can easily get caught out in a DW2.
Yeah.
It's not hard. He can get surrounded in DW2. And that aim time. Whoa, got lucky there with that one. Oh, no, that one.
Bad.
That's like when videos are dodging right shots you fire. Thinking about moving up here now. Nice little dead tank. Use it as a bit of cover here. Let's do it. Bop, pop,
what do you prefer, the higher tier games or the lower? As in when you're in it, T3, Tier 4, Tier 5?
No, definitely Tier 4 games. It's alright in a Tier 4. You're going to try and risk a shot there, pop one off.
So you would have seen him if you had fire nose on.
Yeah, got quite a bit of cover around here.
Yeah, someone's going to spit a load of rounds at you in a minute, doing nothing.
Most of it, that dead tank in front of us. It's at this point where I start getting absolutely rinsed by the artillery. Snap a shot off there, don't you? And his tractors. Getting back up, we're going again.
Did you take two repair
kits? I thought he'd blow my tracks off there, but he hasn't.
You haven't got two, you've only got one.
And I used that earlier when my ammo rack got taken out by that Chinese Tier 3. So we're pushing on up here now. There's only light tanks left and that artillery to his right hand side. We pretty much know where they all are. Two lights to his left here. Flying about all of them, he knows the right.
Artillery, man.
Flying. I thought he was covered by the light tank friend behind me, but obviously I was wrong.
Did you advance thinking that he'd been taken care of?
Yeah, I thought he's behind that rock, he'll not be able to shoot me from here, but obviously he can still get shots over the top of him.
You're still dismissing him, you are,
I'm just trying to get to this rock quick, and I can't turn it round the rock. It's not great, but you can see that armour does stand up to certain Tier 3 tanks. It's not unsubmissible, but...
I'm glad it did, actually.
Yeah, and here he comes again. Pop, finish him off. On to next. Try and help this guy out. Stuart's gone as well. We're down to 2 now. Still worried about that.
You're going for the artillery?
Now, I thought about it, but if I go around that corner, he's just going to... Don't even need to hit me, he'll just splash me and kill me. Where's that light tank?
He's doing?
Back. Panzer 2J.
He shouldn't struggle with him, sure he's not even looking.
No. Try and take his tracks off. We end up in his engine. He's trying to run off, but we've got a light tank coming around to finish him off. He can bounce first one there. We get round. I didn't quite get there in time. There's a problem at DW2 manoeuvrability.
Yeah.
It can get easily outflanked, easily outmanoeuvred, especially, I mean, we've been quite lucky in the games we've seen that we've been able to fight at a distance.
Yeah.
You've seen our quick tier 3s and tier 4 light tanks, or even the mediums, who racing around all the map. They'll just swarm you, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Your tank don't traverse that quick, your hull don't traverse that quick, nothing traverses that quick, basically. So its plus points are, it's got tier 5 matchmaking.
Okay, that's good.
Diamond angling, side scraping is an option, you've already said that.
Yeah.
Premium ammo, it's got fantastic premium ammo, which you need to rely on fairly often.
Stat padding mod.
Yeah. Negatives, the flat armour. Your armour might be 50mm, which might sound quite good at tiers like 3 and 4, but it's 50mm and it's flat. The guns are terrible with their AP armour, ammunition.
Yeah.
HE's not much better. Stock, the tank's slow as hell. We saw that on hills, it struggles on hills, and it don't get much better when it's fully upgraded. And it's sometimes prone to most things. We saw the ammo rack get taken out, engines get damaged a fair bit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it really for DW2.
Give us tips how to play it then, quickly.
If I was playing this tank, we mentioned it already quite a few times, find yourself a rock, find yourself a corner where you can fight, and if it's not the right fight for you, just back yourself up a little bit and wait for it to change.
Or do you try and stick with your teammates? Or
don't get isolated. You can't afford to. And keep things at a distance. Don't go balls in. It's an heavy tank. Yes, it's not a batter-ram. No. This is not a KV1. This is not a VK1001P. This is not something you can go right into eat at Battle Week and say, bring it on, boys, what you got. It's not one of them kind of tanks. You kind of got to play it like a French heavy, where you just think, I've got no armour, I've got to really look after this hit points, I've really got to look after my tank, and I've got to pick my timing and my shots.
This doesn't go fast backwards, though.
No, it don't go fast forwards. So you just, but the beauty of the DW2 is you've not got to grind it out that long. I mean, it's 13,600 XP you need to get to the VK, but don't just free XP it, play it because it'll get you used to the VK.
Yes.
Then the VK gets a far better gun, it gets a fantastic gun.
You can learn your play styles, can't you?
But your actual defence mechanisms that you learn in your DW2, your diamond angling, will come in well when you get the VK. You'll already know how to do it.
I think the only thing is, don't bother buying the mid upgrades, just free XP, just XP them, and then
the way they work, I mean, the way they work, 2,420 for the second one, but you're getting half the stuff for the first one, so it'll go down to about 500. There's not that much to open up on it, really.
No.
Once you've got unlock the tracks and the radio with the first one, you're only really unlocking the gun, which isn't that much XP, so it's not going to take you long. Don't get hooked up on it. Like I said before, don't go piling equipment into it, no matter what you say. You're not going to be in it long enough, especially if it's gold remove equipment or destroy, especially at tier 4. It's just not worth it.
No, anyway.
We'll start using equipment at tier 5, and the tier 5 video we're going to do next on the VK 30.01H will be in more parts.
Yes, because it's
we're going to split
bigger
it up
grind, and it's harder grind.
More detail. You need to know, you're going to have to play that a little bit longer with each gun onto.
Yeah, more modules, more grinding, more pathways, more silver.
So this is his first step on his way to that big bad boy, the E100 at the end.
Okay then, thank you very much, Killers05, for that really good gameage you showed us with this DW2. Don't forget, people, if you like us, subscribe and share as much as possible, please. We do need every single one, and many, many more. Okay then, thank you very much. Laters.